This audio reading is taken from the book The Bible and the Newspaper by Charles Spurgeon. Our selected reading is entitled The True Wrestler. So fight I, not as one that beateth the air. 1 Corinthians 9:26. Beware ye of the leaven of the Pharisees, which is hypocrisy. Luke 12. Thou hast a name that thou livest and art dead. Revelation 3:1. A local newspaper complains of the modern circus. We scarcely know so much about it as Paul did concerning the Olympic Games, but we will take it for granted that the gentleman is correct in his descriptions. Everything, with the exception of simply dangerous feats, is so strangely artificial. It is all sham. Our old friends the riders are dexterous and graceful enough, going through their conventional business more or less satisfactorily, but there is no dash, no daring, nothing desperate or manly about it. The spangled youth, with the scarlet fillet about his carefully oiled locks, who trips in with the dancing school beau and springs gracefully upon the back of the wild horse of the pampas, which urges on its mad career at the rate of a couple of miles an hour, might, for any peril he encounters, be taking a ride in a sedan chair. There is nothing of the skill which can catch the wild goat by the hair, which can leap the rainbows of the brooks, or of the daring which snatches triumph from peril. As to the gymnasts, they simply fail to satisfy any of the conditions of the gymnasium. They are all show and posture and grimace. The acrobat is the substitute for the gymnast. We ask for muscle, and they give us attitude. We look for the highest training of the schools, and they offer us tricks and contortions. We are sick of somersaults and human pyramids and sham gladiators and pseudo-Roman brothers. It is quite time that all this trumpery was swept aside or reserved for the delectation of the youngsters, and that we had a circus suited to a day of popular gymnastic and athletic training. We fear that many of these criticisms will apply to the arena of spiritual conflict. Sham is abundant there. Many sermons are dexterous and graceful, but they do not boldly rebuke sin, nor aim at the human heart. Many public prayers are far removed from the wrestlings of prevailing Israel. Much of professed piety is more careful of show and posture than of heart work and vital godliness. We ask for muscle, and they give us attitude. Power from on high is lacking, but the magicians work their feats with their enchantments as in the days of Moses. There is little striving against sin and decided battling with iniquity. Evil is talked against rather than lived down. Worldliness is condemned and practiced. The higher life is mimicked, but not practically exhibited. Outward worship consists too much of fine music and elaborate singing, too little of deep devotion and praying in the Holy Ghost. Church membership is frequently a mere name and discipline a farce. The form of godliness is everywhere, but where is the power? What the world really needs is the old-fashioned Christian who wrestled not with flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. This concludes our reading. Thank you for listening.